What's your name?
I'm Pickle Rick. What up, Mar here with part 2 of the How to Make a Pickle Rick. I hope you've seen part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, you should go watch that first before you head over here, or you're just gonna be lost. And I just remembered I just shaved, so I'm gonna have a goatee in the next scene. So, you know, don't even trip, dog, okay? So, when you cut, you want to cut straight, and you try not to cut at like an angle, right? Because that'll make a difference when you start gluing things together. So let's cut in a straight line, and make sure your X-Acto knife is nice and sharp. I actually didn't do that. We'll see how this cuts. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. See if it comes off cleanly. You got a sharp knife. If you think you're going all the way and you try to pull that out and it's stuck, you don't have a sharp X-Acto knife and it needs sharpening. They make sharpeners. You could buy them on Amazon. So yeah, we're just gonna cut this out. Easy stuff. I got piece 1 and 2 completed. I'm just gonna start gluing these together without 3 and 4, just so you can see how this is done, and we'll cut to the chase. So what you need for this part, to glue them together, is first you need your heat gun. I got a nice Ace Hardware one. They're pretty cheap, $30. Anyone will do. Then you can get you can get Barge on Amazon. You're not gonna find it in like Home Depot or most retail stores. This stuff is super toxic.
Where are the toxins? Are you listening, you stupid little garbage person? We're what got removed!
I should have my respirator, but I don't have it right now, so don't follow me. Don't follow me, Morty. This stuff's super toxic. Like, really bad. Oh, jeez, Rick. Shouldn't you go get your respirator? Whatever, Morty. Let's just do it. Alright, so you want to heat gun a little bit each of these pieces to you're basically sealing the foam, so it'll be ready for your plasti dip or paint. We're gonna plasti dip this whole thing. No, wait, you want to heat gun all your pieces so you know they seal the foam and everything sticks together nicer. If you were gonna paint it, it would make it easier to paint. But we're not painting these, so. And also, it also makes it easier to mold, and we're gonna, make it the round shape, so. Want to get the edges. Make sure you get all the edges where you're going to put glue. Just don't leave it on one spot too long or it's gonna burn. I mean, it's not actually a big deal again because we're covering these things. So you want to bend this to kind of the shape it's supposed to end up in. You know, the glue's, once we put the glue on, it's going to hold in place. It could be kind of rough, see, it's like you're not actually like damaging anything by like pushing it too hard. It'll bounce back. But yeah, so that's a good prep for when we glue it. Do the second one. Watch where you put your heat gun. The tip is still hot. You could like end up leaving your foam on it, and you know, there you go. You burned a hole through there. All right. Remember, wear your respirator. Don't be me. So if we remember, we need to get reference here. These two are going to connect this way. That's why I put the numbers down and where I put the face. And this is going to be the front of the face. So make sure you don't mix things up. Alright, if you've never used barge before, you know, you could use it straight out of the bottle. Some people have these dispensers that are similar to this, but it's a little easier to handle. I've been quite fine doing that. So, you want to not put, you just want to put a thin layer. If you got, while you're spreading it like this, if you get big clumps, here let's go in. If you get big clumps, you just want to kind of even it out. Just brush them flat. But make sure you get all the edges. Really, the edges, the ends. The ends are very important because you want everything to stick. And you don't want things like popping out. So see, I'm like brushing this corner, but I don't want too much to pool in there because it's, so like if you have like a big pool on one of these edges, it's just going to take that much longer to dry before it's time to connect them. I usually wait like 3 minutes for this to kind of set in, because if you try to connect these right now, they won't stay together. It'll be kind of like a gooey thing. So you want this to dry like about 3 minutes and then connect them, and it should connect flush and not pop out. So I could do both ends and let them both dry, but I'm gonna do the other end, but just be careful not to get some on yourself down here when you got the glue drying. And this should be ready, so look, that looks pretty ready. So you know it's ready when, yeah, there's no, I don't know if that's gonna focus, but there's no pooling. It looks pretty dry. See, it looks pretty dry there. So you want to be careful with this. You want like the top to be flush when you connect them. So you could go slow. Just go really, really slow, don't go fast. And if you mess up, just pull it apart real quick, because you have time. So start, you know, from here, and we're gonna work our way up. That's not like staying, but I use this like wiggle technique. You're kind of just moving both ends back and forth, and it should hold. See, that's a little better, yeah. So we can continue on. So one thing to note is I failed to put the hash marks on here because I'm just moving too fast. But the hash marks, so here. So the hash marks makes it so you're connecting the two halves and everything lines up correctly. As you can sort of see, this is a little higher than this, but since it's foam, I can kind of fix that. You know, I can just push this right side back down, hold it back down while I'm connecting it, and we will line up perfectly there. We're good. But yeah, you should have been putting your hash marks like Evil Ted says there. So everything's easier. So yeah, we got a pretty good connection here. So we got 1 and 2. Let's have a little reminder here. Yes, 1's over here, 2's over here, and they need to connect. So we're gonna connect these two. See, we already got like a front of a Pickle Rick head right here. See that? Pretty great, right? These are nice and dry, supposedly, so let's start this way. Let's start this way and connect them from the tips, the top of the head here. It's fairly easy. It's gonna get a little hard to grasp, so you gotta get tricky here. See, I can't really like grab this thing very well, so you know, if you position it down here, see it's already like sticking a little bit, but we can fix that. So just use your thumbs. It's okay, you know, you're just gonna get some of this on your hands. It's okay. Yeah, we're getting everything in alignment. We can kind of fix it on the way back. So that little cut was messy, but we did whoop. We can Dremel everything. So see, we can come back here, fix this, make sure it sticks. You can just kind of push it in. We're going to push it in.
Is that a hoof collage?
It's perfectly legal if that's what you're wondering.
Coolsies.
So, we don't need to go all the way. We just need to stop, like, right here. This is the front of Pickle Rick's face. Originally, this was a Meeseek's head, and the neck needed to go in. But we're Pickle Rick here, so you know, we're gonna keep these, we're gonna actually cut. We're actually, once we get this done, we're gonna cut right here. So it's just gonna go straight down into a pickle shape, right? So it doesn't matter what you got going on over here. We're gonna cut it right off, right? But yeah, we got a nice, see? We got a nice half dome here. See that? Alright, hope you liked part 2. We're making some mad progress on the pickle. We're gonna get this EVA foam body done pretty soon. And then we get to move on to things like sewing and stuff, you know? I hope everybody has some basic sewing skills, because you're not gonna be able to get past that part without having a sewing machine and being able to do a couple stitches. So just a heads up, guys. Alright, we'll catch you on part 3.